So, hello and welcome back. And if it's a holiday that you celebrate, Merry Christmas tomorrow. I'm actually recording this early. It's Wednesday for me, and I am hoping that our power stays on because of that exciting polar vortex bomb cyclone thing weird that's about to hit us. I'm hoping that it's not as bad as they say it's going to be, because we're supposed to get anywhere from 6 to 14 inches of snow. It's anybody's guess. It's just kind of all up in the air. If we have to get the snow, I'm hoping that it's 6 inches and not the 14. But despite all that, it is still the festive season. Maybe not in game, since we already did festive season for them, but you know what? That's okay. We are going to jump back in. I think today our goal is going to be to age up Narilka. She is doing pretty good, but she needs to get up to level 3 in all of her skills, and then we can go ahead and age her up into childhood. And maybe we'll be able to do it before little baby Alessan ages up into toddlerhood. Because honestly, I hate having 2 toddlers in the house at the same time. I do that far too often over on my 100 baby challenge. And that's a whole lot less fun than it should be. But yeah, we had baby Alessan last episode, and I think everything else is going pretty good. I think once we have however many kids our grand people decide to have, we'll pick an heir as soon as all of the kids are teenagers. That is my goal. If Becky and Jemmy or Bethany, not Becky, if Bethany and Jemmy decide to have any more kids, that's going to be totally up to them. If that is something that I see on their wants, then I'll go ahead and let them do that. If not, we will pick when Alessan and Narilka hit their teenage years who's going to be the heir. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. Alright, it looks like Narilka's asleep. Bethany is feeding the baby. And Jemmy is also asleep. So, I guess, also looks like Narilka's a little bit on the hungry side, but we will deal with that when we deal with it. And you need to use the restroom, and it looks like we have some plants that we can evolve. She is feeling honestly pretty darn good. A little bit spooked about the whole ghost animals thing, but you know, what can you do? When you have lots and lots of ghosty animals, you just deal with them. Maybe she'll get over it. What does she have to do to get over it? She needs to fight a ghost, but we don't know any human ghosts that we can actually fight. How's she doing other than that? Honestly, she is doing really good, so maybe we will go and weed the garden because it looks terrible. Even though it's 3 o'clock in the morning, we will just go ahead and let her get that done. It's not like she's on any real schedule anyway, and we will rejoin everybody once Narilka wakes up. So Narilka is up and she is hungry. Well, you know what? Why don't you go feed this poor baby? You know what? You do a little bit of wandering. Or no, better yet, we will have her go potty while Mom makes breakfast. So Bethany, why don't you serve some eggs and toast? Well, your daughter does her potty thing. And then we'll have a nice big family breakfast. Jemmy should be getting up pretty soon. Aw, she wants to be friendly with her daddy. Bethany has reached cooking level 3. Good job, Bethany. Bethany's like, I have got this motherhood thing down. I am good. I have got this. Poor Narilka, she needs a bath. Toddlers, it's hard to teach them anything because they are always either dirty or they need to go to the bathroom or they're hungry. Sims kids are nothing like real kids. Or maybe they're exactly like real kids. It's been a long time since my kids were little. Hard to remember. Oh, and she is done with the potty. That is fantastic. Bethany, are you done making breakfast yet? Just about. Good. Norilka, why don't you come over here? And Bethany, why don't you go ahead and call everyone to the meal? Maybe even Jimmy. Jimmy, why don't you get up and come have breakfast? Everybody can sit down and have a lovely breakfast together. How are you doing? You're missing out on dreams and you need video games. Well, we will get to it. Oh, and Norilka's crying. Well, Norilka, get food. Silly child. Looks like Alessin is still sleeping. Once Norilka is done with her tantrum, she will go and get some food so that she doesn't get taken away. Now, Bethany wants to be friendly with Jemmy. Well, you know what? Why don't you give him something friendly? Why don't you ask him about his day? Norilka's going to go off and do her eating, and those two can just do their thing and have a good old time. She is so flirty. Bethany, you just kind of had two babies. Maybe give it a rest. Alright. And Jemmy, unfortunately, I know that you're feeling pretty good. You are listening to questions. You are enjoying yourself. But then we have got to repair the sink because it's broken. Alright. You little one, why don't you play with shapes for a few minutes while your dad fixes that. Bethany, I know you are feeling a little bit hot under the collar, but I honestly think that your best bet right now would be to get some sleep before the baby wakes up hungry, and let Jemmy take over dad duty for a little while. Alright, you know what? I know that you were doing good on the thinking, but I think what you really want is... Actually, we'll do it this way. Jemmy needs to read to you for a little while, so read to your toddler, Baby Bill and the Bobcat. Read that baby a story. Look at him, he's so happy. He actually had a really, really good life. And hopefully every generation will continue to have a good life, but we never know what's coming. Where on earth is he going? Why is he going upstairs? Jemmy. Alright, Norilka, are you gonna go upstairs and listen to the story? Sims got a Sims, I guess. Hopefully the baby won't wake up and start screaming while everybody is upstairs doing story time. Oh well, this is working on her movement skill as well. And I will keep an eye on the baby. Alright, there we go. We are getting story time. It is fantastic. Story time is over. Alright, well go ask your dad for a bath. Maybe that'll work. Jemmy, are you gonna... Oh, Ian Teen is congratulating us on having a baby. Alright, I think we're gonna get bath time. Maybe? Alright. Get that baby clean, Jemmy. all this domestic homey life. Looks like baby Alessin is doing really, really well, and Bethany should be getting up soon, so that is good. Jemmy, when you are done, hopefully you are actually bathing the baby, not just sitting there. There we go. But yeah, Jemmy, when you are done with that, how are you doing on reading? You still need... Oh, you need to read to a child. Guess toddlers don't really count. Well, that's alright. When you are done with that, why don't you potty train Norilka a little bit more, and maybe we can cap out that potty. What would Jemmy like to do? He would like to discuss his fears after he fulfills some of his wants, and what he wants to do is go to work feeling playful and ask Bethany about her day. I'm sure that we can manage the Bethany part. And I will take care of the dishes while you take care of the baby. And we'll join them back here in a little bit. They're doing pretty good at the potty training thing. It is almost done, and as soon as that's done, I think we're going to have Jemmy work on some more skills with Norilka. I think next we are going to... Let's teach her something. Oh, who's at the door? It's Brent! Come on in, Brent. Don't mind us, we are just teaching shapes to Norilka. As soon as you come in, you could probably just come in and use the computer. That seems to be everything that you do. Up, and the baby's up. Alright, Bethany. It's all you. Why don't you come feed this baby? Well, your loving husband teaches shapes to your daughter who was about to make a mess. Thankfully, we forestalled that one. No. Brent, do not check the baby, Brent. Do not check the baby. Unless you're going to actually change it. Bethany's like, Brent, it's good to see you here. But I don't think you're helping. Well, maybe he is helping a little bit. But I think the baby needs food. Alright, let's try this whole feeding thing again. There we go. Norilka is learning all about shapes, and Brent looks sad. We might have to check on Brent here in a little bit. After all, he was at our wedding. Oh, Brent's gonna clean up the potty. You know, when you've got a good friend like Brent in your game, you just let him do what he wants. He's like, this is disgusting. Alright, Bethany, what do you want to do? You want to dance. Why don't you... have a friendly introduction, and then somebody's got to go pay the bills. So Bethany, it's going to be all on you. Why don't you pay the bills, and then we've got to work on our crops a little bit. Spray for bugs. We don't really need to water, we just need to spray for bugs, and then looks like sell all of our crops. Bethany's like, but I'm dancing. Norilka's over here being a brainy little queen. Look at her go. She is learning everything. Jemmy is having a fantastic time. He's feeling flirty. He definitely wants to ask Bethany about her day still, so we will work on that as soon as he is done teaching his daughter all about shapes. You know what? Why don't you ask Bethany about her day? Thank you for paying the bills. Jemmy's got work in an hour. Jemmy will not be asking Bethany about her day yet. And Brent is Got that dance fever. Go, Brent, go. And the baby's crying. Alright, Jemmy, why don't you stop doing that? It looks like Brent's gonna go check on the baby. Thanks, Brent. Hopefully you'll change the diaper if that... Nope. Let's see if he does. Brent's like, hello, little one. How are you doing? I'm just gonna set you right back down. Bethany, we've got a dirty diaper to deal with. We will sell after we deal with that. Narilka, how are you getting on? What are you doing? You are just gonna go dance to the music? Alright. You go. She's got that whole little queen thing going. Oh, but she's sad because she had a potty accident. Alright, Bethany. Once you are done spraying for the bugs, that baby is really gross. And Jemmy, I think you might be almost late for work. You have work in 2 minutes. Alright, but you got to ask your wife about her day before you head off to work. Work hard, my dear. Have a wonderful day. Don't flirt with your coworkers. That is a terrible idea. Oh, now she's sad because her daddy went to work. Poor thing. Alright, Bethany is feeling confident. She has got this. She is like, I am crushing motherhood. Alright, Narilka, how are you getting on? How are you doing skills-wise? Actually, she has hit level 3 on her movement skills. So maybe... Let's ask Mom. Maybe talk about your favorite color with her. Get a hug. It'll be fine. You know what? Mom's gonna teach you to talk. Then you won't have to babble anymore. We'll just watch them learn to talk at fast speed. She's like, Mommy, I would like to say more than doo-doo goo-goo. Thanks, Brent. Brent is... I think Brent's greatest aspiration is to be a live-in maid, and Parky's greatest aspiration is to walk directly across the keyboard. Come here, kitty. Say hello. Hello, Parky. Silly cat. Alright, we've hit communication level 3. That is fantastic. Jemmy wants to impress the boss for a promotion. How should he do it? Side project. Let's see how that worked. Oh, he got a large performance gain for taking the initiative. Alright. And Narilka is feeling kind of sleepy, so Bethany, why don't you read Narilka to sleep? Maybe that'll work this time. I feel like half the time it doesn't, but half the time it does, so nope. That's not going to work. Alright, Narilka, you know what? Before you go to sleep, why don't you open that and get some fish tacos. Go ahead and grab a serving of fish tacos. Alright, fantastic. And then we will let you go to sleep, little one. Alright, Bethany, what are you doing as far as your dreams? You would like to listen deeply to music and cloud gaze with Jemmy. Well, why don't we get the dishes done and go ahead and sell all of the harvestables, and then she can listen deeply to some music. Looks like Lila Lesson is awake, but that's alright. Alright, we are going to listen deeply and really analyze that music. She's like, I got this. Just got to sell all these plants, get them done. And we're going to listen to some music. And then if the baby's still awake, maybe we'll bond with the baby a little bit more. She's like, this is pretty good stuff. I am pretty darn impressed with this. Alright, you know what? Let's maybe cuddle the baby a little bit. Maybe coo at him. And then we'll go ahead and feed him because it's been a little while. Hey, level 4 of the parenting skill. She can now give time outs. Oh. He was crying, but now he seems pretty darn content. How is she doing needs-wise? She's actually doing really good. So let's, she needs to write some songs and license some songs. So maybe let's just practice a little bit. Oh, and Jemmy is home. Fantastic. He has been promoted to the Instrumental Wonder. All right, Jemmy. Look at you. You desperately need a little bit of fun, though, and a little bit of hygiene. So let's maybe take a bubble bath, get all nice and playful. He would like to be friendly with Bethany and analyze a book. He also has not been doing his exercising, which I feel like he needs to get back into, but I'll get back into the swing of it. He's also needs a vacation. You know, Jemmy, same. Same. Oh, we need to get his piano skill up too. But you know what? Right now, he's getting his hygiene up. Parky, did you get a hair in your chest? Silly cat. I think Parky inhaled his food a little bit too fast. Hopefully he's not getting a cold. Alright, Jemmy. You are clean enough. Why don't you come... Actually, why don't you change that dirty diaper? Get out of the tub. He's like, I don't want to get out of the tub. I am having a blast. But your baby is not having a blast, my dude. Oh, poor baby. Alright, Bethany. You know what? You would like to cloud gaze, but it's not quite cloud gazing time. And Jemmy would like to be friendly with you. So, why don't we go over here and do a nice friendly interaction. Let's ask her about her day. See how she's doing. Oh, and our romance bar has gone down a little bit, so I know the best way that Sims know to have fun. And Bethany's just like, I'm dancing, man. She is feeling the music. He also would like to fight a ghost. Everybody wants to fight a ghost all of a sudden. What else would he like to do? He's just chatting a little bit. Well, you know what? Why don't you guys go have a little bit of alone time? Caress her cheek, maybe make a flirtatious joke. And then, you know, go do the do. There you go. Go up there. Have fun. Have fun, you crazy kids, and we will join them in the morning. Bethany is back up and on baby detail. A lesson is got a dirty diaper, and then she can go ahead and start the day. It is 5 in the morning, so I think what we're gonna do is just go ahead and clean out the spoiled food from the fridge. Oh, and then maybe feed the baby. I think he might be hungry after filling his diaper, and then I will put breakfast on the table. And we can just go ahead and call everybody to a lovely breakfast. Leftovers, but you know what? Leftovers are good. Speaking of leftovers, I feel really dumb discovering this at this stage in my life, but I discovered barley is amazing, and for the time of year that it is winter here in the northern hemisphere, barley in your soup just makes your soup so much more filling and satisfying and absolutely wonderful, that if you've never tried making like a beef barley soup or a chicken barley soup, I recommend it because it is amazing. Alright, why don't you just go ahead and grab a serving since nobody else is awake yet. Narilka, are you going to be getting up soon, sweetie? She is. She's going to be up soon, and Jemmy is going to be up in any second, so why don't we have him come down and grab a serving? He's feeling energized. He wants to go to the library. He wants to play chess. He wants to eat food. And Narilka, how are you getting on, sweetie? Why don't you go ahead and go potty? And then once you go potty, we will work on that food. And Jemmy likes alternative music. Good taste, Jemmy. I agree. Now, Narilka, once you get that food eaten, we're going to go, or potty, food processed. Then we eat some more. And Bethany, what would you like to do today? You would like to listen to any radio station and play toys with Narilka. Well, you know what? I think we can do that because looking at Narilka, she is almost to the point where she can, she just needs imagination, thinking, and potty, and we can have a birthday. So Bethany, why don't you, in anticipation of that, make a cake. We will make a chocolate cake and slap some candles on it, because I think we're going to be aging up Narilka possibly soon. Alright, Jemmy, how are you doing? Jemmy, you gonna watch the baby do the potty thing? Good job. Why don't you tell her what a good job she's done? Do we have a praise choice? Maybe? We'll just brighten her day. Have a nice positive interaction with the baby. And then, what else would you like to do? Honestly, once she ages up into a child and he can read to her for a few hours, we'll be doing good. What? Don't put her in there. Alright, you add some birthday candles to that. Narilka, I really would like you to get some food. There we go. Get yourself some food. And then Bethany, why don't you go ahead and take care of that toilet need? Jemmy's just doing his thing. But you know what? Actually, it's raining. So I was going to send him out to exercise, but that does not look like something that's going to happen. But Bethany, why don't you... Can you play toys with her? No, we can view it. Narilka, why don't you play with a toy, and then maybe your mom will be able to join you, and that will help with her want. And until then, Bethany, you go ahead and clean that up. Jemmy, I know you want to do all sorts of crazy things, but you know, exercising always works. Jemmy's feeling a little flirty. He's like, I worked out and that was a lot of fun. Oh, and Bethany's feeling flirty. Everybody's feeling flirty. But can you actually maybe play toys with your daughter? You can watch her play. You can invite her to dance. Maybe play toys? Teach to talk, read a toddler book, snuggle. I like how she has a desire to do something that she can't seem to do. Well, fine. Oh. Aww. Alright, let's listen to some alternatives since that is something you would like to do. And Jemmy is going to go over here and play a video game since he desperately wanted to do that. In the meantime, we have reached imagination level skill 3. Good job. Alright, I think the only thing she needs now is potty. Nope, thinking and potty. Alright, well, let's go ahead and go potty. And Bethany... Actually, Bethany, it looks like we need to change a diaper. And maybe do a little bit of feeding for that baby. And Jemmy, I would like you to work on potty training that baby. We're gonna get this done. Anyway, we will join them back when we have Narilka ready to age up. Okay, so Bethany is singing a song. I don't think that singing is her forte, but then again, I can't say much because singing is not my forte either. On a good note, all we have to do is this little sliver. We are 97% complete on thinking, and then we can have a birthday, which I think is fantastic. And here's Brent for birthday party fun. The baby lessons like, you woke me up and you sing terribly. And it is birthday time. That is fantastic. Jemmy, why don't you invite Brent in? And Bethany, I would like you to... Can we help blow out candles? Help Narilka blow out her candles. It is baby's time to age up. Let's see how she is. Come on, Bethany. Get that baby. Let's age that baby up. It's your birthday, Narilka. Hopefully, she will age up into just as cute as she is right now. Alright, come on, Bethany. You can do it. Zoom in here and watch. Ah! No, I wanted to watch. And we have a child. Alright, Narilka in the books is a very caring, very dutiful, very responsible woman. So I think we are going to go... She is also kind of gloomy. So maybe gloomy. Music lover. She's not squeamish at all. She's not erratic. She's not a slob or... She's very good with plants, too. Little bit of a loner. You know, I think we're going to go with loner. And her aspiration for childhood is going to be probably mental. I think that suits her personality. And now Bethany, let's go over here so we can modify in Cass. And work on our darling Narilka. Now, I do know in the books, Narilka has very long hair. It is her one vanity in the books. At least until she hits adulthood. So, we need to have some long, as long as we can get in The Sims anyway, some nice, long, thick black hair. I think it was straight, though. So that... I think we're going to go... I think I actually like that as her hair. Nice. Now let's work on the outfits a little bit. Because that does not look very Pernese. I think we're just gonna go a nice basic pajama for everyday wear. Just something nice, earth-toned. Nice sturdy boot look. After all, Pern is not the most hospitable of all planets. Well, it is when thread's not falling. And we need to fix her hair again, because I fixed her hair the first time in the wrong one. I just have to remember which hair I gave her. I think it was that one. There we go. Very nice. That's probably all we're going to see her in. So I think the only other thing we're going to worry about is maybe her cold weather. Maybe get her a nice hat. No, probably not a nice hat. And something that looks... Not that there's much that really looks Pernese in these... in The Sims, but... I think that'll work. And then we will change out those boots, because those are not Pernese looking at all. Just for a nice, sensible boot. After all, she is a holder's daughter, so let's give her a formal look, even though I doubt that we will go anywhere, but something for gathers. I'm trying to remember, and I can't remember what Fort Hold's colors were, so I can't exactly dress her in Fort Hold colors. But we can get her something that looks possibly handmade, but still nice. There we go. Now we definitely have to change the shoes, because red shoes do not go with a blue dress. But some nice sensible black shoes, and maybe some tights. Let's go with some accessories. Get some leggings. There we go. Alright, and there is Nerilka. Fantastic. I think she is going to be a wonderful child. And now, I think we're going to age up a lesson, let him become a toddler, do a little makeover magic, and get the bedrooms all straightened out, and then that'll probably be it. Let's get a little bit of that done. You know what? Why don't you clean that up, and then maybe do your homework for the first time. And Bethany, Jemmy has got something here. Oh, Jemmy, what are you doing? You're gonna bounce the baby? No, I would prefer if you change that dirty diaper. And then we're gonna feed the baby, because we want to age him up in his best possible stats. And then we will do a really quick room makeover. Let's go ahead and age up that baby and check him out in CAS.
Ah!
He's like, here we go. We've got a baby, and we'll randomize it for right now. He is a silly baby. So, one silly baby, but we definitely need to change him in CAS as well. So, Bethany, I know that you were just over there, but you know, gotta do a little change, Sam, and then I'll let you clean that sink because it's disgusting, but we're gonna be working on the house.
You fit to me.
Alright. Alessin has dark brown hair and gray eyes, if I am remembering the book correctly. So, let's work on that hair. I don't mind the unruly hair, but that works. And then we'll go with a nice dark brown. And I'm pretty sure his eyes were gray, but I will double check, and if they're not, then we'll go ahead and change it. And I think that was his everyday. I think. Yes, that works, but I think we're actually going to go with something a little more on the hand-knitted side. Check out his formal wear. Formal wear is fine. Cold weather. We'll still go with that, and that looks pretty good. Let's get these bedrooms changed up, and then that'll probably be about it. Alright, I didn't do too much. I just repurposed Eonteen's old bed for Nerilka and changed the coloring in Alessan's room and gave Nerilka a nice little place to study by repurposing some stuff out of our household inventory. So I think that should do it. Let's put the walls up really quick and maybe put this decoration up. It's very nice. That was made by their grandfather, so that should work. Alright, we're gonna let them start potty training, and I think that will be about it. Next week we will be working on Miss Nerilka and her childhood aspiration, and work on getting Alessan a little bit skilled up so that he can become a child. Nerilka has reached social level 2, and you know what else we need to do? We need to assign this bed to Nerilka. Very, very good. Thank you as always for joining me. I hope that you have a wonderful holiday if you celebrate, and if not, then I hope you just have an absolutely fantastic day. Be sure to leave me a like if you enjoyed this. It always makes me happy and lets me know that I'm doing something maybe semi-right. Until next time, have a great day though.